Karl, sending you to see Christ the Redeemer, magnificent religious symbol that towers down over Rio de Janeiro in Brazil.
What's your first thoughts of it? Look how big that statue is.
I just think of the people who live in Rio, right? They've got that there every day when they leave the house. They see it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there again. Sick of seeing it. It's like a pylon to them, that. You get sick of it. It's a good place to meet, you know, you can see it from everywhere.
It's not just that you'll be seeing, you'll be experiencing Brazil as well, a magnificent country. You know the carnival's going to be on when you're there.
Oh, gay, isn't he? Do you feel like you have to be part of that to enjoy it? Or do you feel left out if you're
I'm
not
stunned.
I'm not really into that.
Can we make a note to make sure that we get him in a
will
thong
you please
on Ipanema
at
Beach?
least get in the spirit?
No, I'm not doing anything for the cameras. I'm not
Red
planning
braces?
I'm just going to go. I'm going to go and look at this. That's all I'm doing. I don't need to go to the gay parade. There's no need. That's
Not a gay
wonder.
parade.
It's not a gay parade.
Right, enjoy it.
This is the hottest I've ever experienced this. Absolutely. I don't know if you can see that. Ringing. Is that the Jesus thing up there, Chris? Is he alright on that hill?
Yeah, that's the Jesus thing.
It's not as big as I thought it would be.
What do you think of this? This is Copacabana Beach.
It's alright, isn't it? I've just got to get to the place that Ricky and Steve have sorted out for me to stay at. I don't know anything about it other than they said that it was a good place to meet people. I don't know what that means. Alright.
Hi.
I'm Karl.
Welcome to Pirates of Ipanema.
So this is your gaff, is it?
Yeah, let's go, man. This is a kitchen, and when you cook anything, you try to keep clean the area, okay?
Don't tell me that. Tell the last fella who
Yeah. This normally it's a place for pool table, but in Carnival, man, stay crazy with the 100 persons inside of the house. Okay, and the people sleep in their mattress.
It's going to be 100 people in it.
Yeah, people sleep there, man. Pay more cheaper, but sleep there because it's crazy. And this is your dorm. You stay here, close off the window.
Oh. How much is it here? How much is it normally to stay here for a night?
£4.5.
Have you got anything for about £6?
What?
A little bit better? Anything for just a little bit dearer, just a little bit? Just around £6 or £7?
No, man, no, we don't have.
Right. There's rough in it, then there's rough in it. This isn't proper rough in it. This is just scruffy bastards. It's alright, just £4. I think it's overpriced. Oh, you are having a laugh.
Well, Ricky and Steve thought you needed to socialise with other people, so that's why they put you...
socialising. I don't do that. I'm just not that sort of person. I'm old in my age now. You know, I've got enough friends. I've always said you only need 7 mates to get you through life. That's it. That's why, you know, I've mentioned Snow White with the midgets. She had them all covered in 7. Same thing again with friends. I've just found out that the Rio Carnival's on, which is the big dance thing that they do in Brazil every year. Ricky and Steve are probably aware of this, and that's why they've sent me here this time of year, you know, because they know I don't like crowds. They know I don't like parties.
Are you going to go for a wash?
Nah, forget it. Not worth it, is it? You've seen the mattress. Not worth it. You've seen the toilets. It's the equivalent of having one of those sort of Romanians that traffic lights clean your windscreen. They don't do a good job because they can't. They've got some dirty water and a dirty sponge. Same as in there. But, like I say, I can't sleep anywhere tonight. No, it's embarrassing, isn't it? I'm like, I could be some of their dads. Be like your dad going to a party that you're having and stuff. I mean, I'm hoping that they kind of think I am old, and at least when they come back up here later, they might be quiet, don't wake him up, he's old. I'd be happier in an old people's home. Seriously. They'd all be in bed now.
Did you sleep?
Bit of bollocks. Can you sleep in this? I can't do this. Seriously, I can't do it. I'm not letting Ricky and Steve sort of do this, because that isn't what it's about. Because I tell you what, they wouldn't do it. Well, then, Ricky and Steve wouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? There's no way Steve could hack it here. He goes home to his mum and dad's when he's got a cold. You know that? Right, mad arse. I mean, I don't want to moan, do you know what I mean? I know I'm quite lucky to do what I'm doing, but I thought the idea was that Ricky and Steve wanted me to broaden my mind. That's what this is all about. You know, I'm here to see Christ the Redeemer, the wonder of the world. Why can't I just see that and go home? But now they're calling up saying, oh, why don't you go and see a block party? You seem to have a party for any occasion, really. It doesn't have to be your birthday, it's a Wednesday, let's have a get-together. So, yeah, that's what a block party is. Just going along, hundreds of people. You know, I don't like being in crowds, but apparently they get quite busy. The closest thing I've probably done to this block party is when I was a kid, and it was the Queen's Jubilee. And, like, you know, people turned up on a street, you brought your own food, everyone had a good time and went home. I didn't enjoy that. I remember sort of my mum being annoyed that Scruffy Sandra turned up and ate a load of trifle and she didn't bring anything. It's basically a big queue with someone playing some music. Episodes I don't know what I'm queuing for. And I hate sort of silly wigs and stuff. I mean, maybe I'm miserable, maybe I'm the only one here who isn't enjoying it, but if I'm not enjoying it, I shouldn't be here. I know this isn't for me.
My ears just haven't stopped since they've been here. I get off the plane, they were sweating. I've never had sweaty ears. And since then, they've been overworked with constant, you know, drums, singing, whistles, chanting, dogs, helicopters, gays.
One massage for your ego.
Gays wouldn't normally be on that list, but the one I met here just wouldn't shut up. Great place to live if you're deaf. That's what I'd say about Rio. Lovely and relaxing if you're deaf. I just want to go to a quiet beach, really. Get away from it all. Because it's wearing me out.
It's not a holiday. I thought it was, that's why I took the job on, to be honest. But it's a good beach. The sea's a bit active, I wouldn't get in that. But yeah, other than that, it's nice enough. I worry that, you know, if there's more people turning up, it's not that big. Won't be here if it's crowded. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know, I can never enjoy anything, can I? Is that the plan, to never let me just have a normal, nice day? You've always got to...
What do you mean? mean?
Well, it's obviously some nudist beach, isn't it? I'm not you know, I didn't put trunks on, did I? I'm not going to walk around with my cock and bollocks out. It's not even that hot yet. He's kept his t-shirt on, but his pants, a little bit hot down there, got to whip them off. Look, bending over now for a... I've never seen anyone bend over so much as him. Bloody hell.
How you doing?
I'm alright, yeah. Not bad.
Okay, but here in this beach you have to remove your clothes. It's a naturism beach.
What, if I want to stay here, I have to take them off?
Yeah,
These are the rules.
yeah, it's the rules of this beach.
The one that's quite interesting is if a male beachgoer gets a bit sort of excited, go into the sea, it says, until it calms down. But that's embarrassing because that means everyone knows what's happening. If you suddenly run into the sea and stand there looking round, I wonder if these two women here, it's their job to be on here so it doesn't happen as much. It's like a little, you know, a safety thing to stop it happening. I haven't seen one fella run in there and look worried.
What are we doing?
Just been going down the beach.
We can't be moaning about that then.
Well, I haven't finished. It was a nudist beach. That's good, isn't it? You know, I didn't like it. I felt a bit uncomfortable there. And old people's stuff is, because they're doing that all the time, it was all like leather.
I don't know who's going to watch this. But what's the rating times going to say? And now on Sky One, Karl Pilkington, an idiot who doesn't know anything, walking around looking at old men's knobs. I mean,
Well,
I don't know. It's not going to be a great write-up, is it?
it's not. I mean, Sky One normally put that sort of shite out. I don't think it's.
That's a good advert. But there's okay.
So you know.
Well, we've got the trailer sorted.
Well, I'm going up the mountain today, aren't I, to see the Christ the Redeemer, which is a little bit weird that they've stuck it so high up on a mountain out of the way. It's almost like the locals don't want people to see it. I mean, on a cloudy day you can't. It's weird. So anyway, I'm just going to go up and have a look. Steve sorted out a woman to give me a lift. So yeah, I'm going to go and have a look at it, see if it's any good. You know, I'm here to broaden the mind. I'll give it a go. I'm not saying it's going to be rubbish before I've seen it. I sort of think from a distance, Jesus, top of a hill, looking like he's about to bungee jump. You pass it, you go, there he is. Great. What else are we doing? That's enough, really, for me.
Karl?
Nice to see you. Yeah,
Nice
Karl,
to see you too. I'm Dolores now.
Dolores.
Yes.
Dolores.
So,
let's go.
yeah, let's go. That's the sound. The fundator of
All
the
right.
city. I am the driver.
You keep looking
you
there.
look like.
Oops. I've just seen the back of Jesus'
Yes,
head.
look what a beautiful, my beautiful man. The big fella.
How many stairs are we?
Beautiful. 220. 220 steps, yeah.
There he is.
There he is. Come here, you're going to see it very well. I will explain you very good. You are in the top of the world, man. Come, because this is the view, you know. Look what a beautiful. That's, and then here, look here, look from here with this light behind. It seems like magic. Look at the face, which is so delicate, so clean. The weight of the statue is 1,145 tons. And it's not there to punish anybody to say, no, it's open arms, blessing the city.
Nice woman and everything, but it's that thing, innit, that she loves it so much that I'm not going to change your mind. I'm not going to come here and say, it's all right, but it's not that amazing, is it? It's like telling someone that the kid's ugly. It doesn't matter how ugly that kid is. The mum and dad love it to bits. And I didn't want to say, but when I was looking up, I thought the chin looks a bit big. It's like that. All the rest of it is brilliant, the proportions, his arms and that, his body, but they just need to chip away a bit more, I reckon, at the chin. It's a bit sort of Jimmy Hill-ish. If you're going to come up here, it's not about that, it's about that lot. It's about coming up here and seeing all the view there. Knock that down. You still get a crowd coming up here. Just stick anything there. Stick a cafe there, and people would come up here. You can charge as much as you like, because you've got nowhere else to go, you're trapped. You're dying of thirst. Charge about £4 for a can of Coke.
The only mistake I made is, I said, like, he had a chin like Jimmy Hill. And after that, people told me it's not his chin, it's his beard. But it doesn't look like a beard. So they could have just done with chipping a bit more out, make it look a bit more airy. I was saying that there's so many sort of flying ants around there. I imagine the workers going, I've had enough of this. Does that look like a beard? Yeah, it does, Bob, let's go. Not hanging around here. That ruined it a bit. I don't know why there's so many flying ants up there. Ants shouldn't have wings.
First discovered by Western eyes in about 1911, Machu Picchu in Peru. Oh, truly one of the 7 wonders. You must be very familiar with that. Breathtaking.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Never heard of it?
Good view.
Good view, important.
Yeah. Bit out of the way.
It's accessible by an 11-hour trek through the mountains.
Well, that's not accessible, is it?
That's true. That wouldn't cut the mustard on location, would it?
You can't live like that, can you? You can't. I mean, people moan at me. Delivery drivers moan at me, and just because I'm on a 2nd floor. So if you're up there, they're going to have a right whinge on by the time they get to you.
You don't seem that fazed by the fact you've got to do an 11-hour trek?
I like a walk. I'll probably see loads of better things on the way than I do when I get there. Camping. Yeah, camping's all right, isn't it? I mean, it's quite relaxing. You're out in the open air. Quite like the idea of that. The only thing that's annoying with camping is toilet situation. Up here, India, hole in the ground.
It is better.
It can't possibly be better.
Why not?
In China, where I thought they're advanced, it still had a hole in the ground. That's my main panic that I've had about this trip. How am I going to do it in the woods? I made this a little camping chair. Just put a little hole in it. So it doesn't rip anymore, I just put staples around it. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, because I haven't had any bare arse on it yet. But it's only £8. Pop that up. Sit there like that. I can put my toilet roll in the drinks holder once I've used it a bit. Looks alright, doesn't it? I mean, it's the last one, isn't it? It should be the easiest one, because in my head, I'm going, it's over now. So no matter how bad it gets, I think that'll keep me going. Not happy with this. Seriously not happy with this. It's funny how the director's got in a different one. I'm not getting on this. Where's it landing on water? There's enough land here. Chop some of the trees down. There's shitloads of land. Make another runway. Why are we landing on this? Thought we were just going to Machu Picchu. I've got to go on a plane. And apparently there was smoke here. Look, they've got the engine open, look. Is it easily sorted? You fix it? No. You can't fix it? Don't worry, it's okay. Bit of banging. We get on it, met the captain, he's called George, which isn't a name that pilots normally have. When you hear them on the speaker thing, it's normally the surnames they use and stuff in it, sort of the posh sounding. I've never heard, all right, George here, that isn't a pilot's name, that. Oh, fucking hell. Whoa, what's he doing? Every time I looked over, he seemed to have his hand on something, and the fella next to him sort of grabbing it, going, don't do that, and he's sort of looking like, what? I think that's why they have doors on planes, so you can't see the captain. It's nothing to do with security, it's just so you can't see the div who's driving it. Because it puts you on edge, doesn't it? And I looked again, he's got butties out. Sat there having his lunch. It's only an hour flight, have it before we go or when we get there. So it's just little things like that niggle me. So are we landing down here? Where's the wonder? Oh, fucking hell.
Hello mate, it's Steve here. Hope you had a good flight and everything, and just wanted to let you know about a very slight change of plan. Ricky and I were having a chat and we sort of agreed that it seemed a bit mad for you to go straight to Machu Picchu. So we thought you could just sort of make your way there through the jungle. You know what I mean? Just follow the Amazon. I think it's only about 1,000 kilometres south to get to the wonder. Obviously, you know, we wouldn't leave you stranded. We've arranged for a local jungle guide called Will to look after you. He's going to sort you out with a place to stay and everything. Again, as always, very jealous of you, my friend. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.
It just annoys me because they always say to me, you always come across pissed off and all that, and people would love to do what you're doing, but they wouldn't, because I'm constantly on edge. I haven't slept for about 30 odd hours. So...
You ever been to the jungle before?
No, but why would I? Why would I go to the jungle? I've never watched Tarzan. I thought I'd like to go there on holiday. It never looks great.
It's the last one.
I know, but that's what worries me. It's the last one. That's part of the problem, though, isn't it? Because Ricky and Steve are going, let's go out on a bang. These are getting on my tits already.
What do you make of the Amazon?
Is this it? I don't want to see all of it, so get that out of your head. I mean, it's no different to the Thames, is it? Is it a nice place where we're staying, Will?
It's a jungle one.
We're staying in the jungle. It's getting to the end of the day. I've got to go in the jungle. I've got to try and sleep in the jungle.
Be careful. You have to watch where you're walking. We have many species of dangerous things.
Like what?
Like scorpions, tarantulas, spiders, ants.
Fuck! Fucking hell! Want to go home?
Now we are very lucky to find a light at the moment, to find a place where we stay. We are lucky.
Come on. Hang on. Fucking hell.
Put your feet over there.
Put your foot on what? On that?
Yes.
Can't be bothered. What is this about? How do you know where you're going now? There's no path or anything. You're just chopping away.
This is the place where we stay. You'll be resting tonight in here.
This is a good place, is it?
Yeah.
What do you make of the campsite?
It's not a campsite. What are you on about? Campsite. This isn't a campsite. I've been to campsites. They have toilets, showers, maybe a little arcade. Fella on a, on the front gate, checking you've got a pass to come in. To them, at home, watching it, they're going, don't know what all the fuss is about. We've seen this time and time again. I am knackered, and I don't know how to get that across to them at home, that I'm pissed off.
You filmed a little bit so far.
I know, but I tell you what we could do, like Attenborough does. He's got it right. He does a little thing at the start going, here I am in the Amazon. You never see him again. It's all voiceover. I bet he lands. I bet they go, keep that fucking plane engine running. Here I am in the Amazon. Then he fucks off, back off home, and he's sat in the studio, and there I was with a frog. Where? We never see him anymore. He's never there with a frog in his hand. It's always like a big close-up. You don't know where he is. He's at home. And I'm sat in a toilet that I've made. that I know I'll be sat here later, having a shit, thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing? I can't stay here again. I can't. Fucking shit. I can't stay here again. I've got to move on. And I can't do the tent again. So I might as well forget this. At like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm pissing into an Evian bottle. This wasn't the plan. This wasn't the plan. Nothing makes sense in here. That's the other thing, nothing makes sense. Now, that's how much water I had last night. There's a little bit left in the bottom there. There you go. So how have I managed to piss that much? It doesn't add up. I've pissed more than I've drank. And look at the colour of it. That isn't healthy. I'm not a doctor, but I've never pissed like that before. I know I'm not that old yet, but I reckon this is the lowest point of my life. These are all right, these. I mean, I'd eat a rodent if there was nothing else, but it's hard to sort of sit over there and tuck down, you know, tuck into a rat when I know I've got beans and sausage here. It just seems a bit daft, doesn't it? I don't normally cook at home. It's a bit hard to see lamb. The deal is, she does the cooking, I wash up. I've got a dishwasher now, so I don't really do anything. Just have a wander about. Basically, I'm just showing you a tree now. There's nothing there. Don't be thinking that green thing's anything. Anything? No, it's just a bit of mould. You know, do we actually need these creatures for the world to go on? Right, that one there I'm talking about, the one with its head down. Right, there you go. It's walking over there. On a little wrestle with other one. Just started a fight, so that's a bit of a hooligan, that one. Everywhere you look, there's stuff whizzing around your ears all the time, or crawling up your arm, or I'm just going to get bitten a lot. I mean, what's that tree all about? Trees, dangerous trees. I was worrying about scorpions and spiders and shit. Fucking tree with knives coming out of it. I feel like I've seen the jungle now. You know, I've had a route around, I've seen all the insects and that, so I might as well just have another look at the Amazon. You know, everyone seems to make a fuss about it, saying, oh, you know, the Amazon's nice and everything. What I saw of it the other day, I wasn't that impressed. But Will wants me to go out again, so I might as well, because there's nothing else to do. There it is. Will that come over?
Huh? ¿Tienes una manguera? ¿Tienes una manguera?
I had no idea they had dolphins swimming about. There we go. Is it all right for you? Be careful! Shit! Whoa! It's the waves. It's got these ginger crinkle crunch. It tastes even better here. The noise is doing me head in. There's different insects going off all the time. I mean, they say most of the jungle is nocturnal, but I'm not surprised. It all has to be awake through the night. There's no chance of getting any sleep here, even if you're not a nocturnal animal. Let's face it, with this racket, I'm not going to get any sleep, am I?
How's it going? Good. Well, you're heading upstream. We've arranged for you to visit a little village. The locals there are expecting you. And you should know to be extra polite, because they used to be cannibals. That's true. All right, mate. See you later. Come on. Not a holiday. All right.
Is he having a laugh? I mean, what does he mean they used to be cannibals? I mean, what are they doing now then? What happens if it's just I'm like a rare delicacy that triggers something off? We haven't met a white man for years. Before you know it, they're all giving it all this. Hey, around a fire, me sat in a pot. Right, didn't wave back, so that's... They don't know what that means, or they hate me already, I don't know. Nothing again. I'm not doing it again, it's embarrassing. It's like asking someone's name 3 times and not hearing them. Are they smiling even? This is proper, isn't it? This is like proper tribe. Oh shit. Have they seen me? What a knobhead I look. What a way for them to see me. This... Are they up there? Oh, they're all watching as well. Stairs here. You'd think they would have sorted this out for me if they knew it was coming. Do I want the bags yet? All right. Okay. He's glad to see the back of us, isn't he? See you then. Look at him, he can't get out of here quick enough. He knows more than I do, obviously. Look at him, not hanging about, no waving. Raymond! Raymond! Anyone watching at home, he does do tours. Hello. How are you doing? Yeah. Nice hey, hey. How are you doing? Hey. How do you say hello again? Hello. The chief? Around? Presidente.
Presidente?
Presidente. This is going to be hard work. See, I don't like that. I don't like the big, all the attention. That's one of the reasons I haven't got married. All that photo, everyone's looking at me. You know where to look. Women there, we're now on stuff. It's like, what's going on? All right, what's he saying, Aldo? What? What's that? Hang on. Hang on a minute.
Where are you coming? That's what I say.
Why am I coming?
Where are you coming?
I'm coming here. Ricky and Steve, my friends, asked me to stay here on the way to Machu Picchu. I've just been explaining to a fella here that I'm on my way to Machu Picchu. Need somewhere to sleep. On my way. I'm gonna be staying here in a tent. Right, let's get on with it. We've all got stuff to do. God. Looks like it's going to chuck it down.
No one else seems to be showering.
I know, I don't understand why. This is brilliant. I mean, surely this is... They believe in nature and stuff, don't they? That you use what God gives you. I mean, I don't know, I've just made that up. They haven't said anything like that, but I imagine that's what they do. Is it alive? The way it's just left there. It's not looking good for it, is it? I don't live here, but I'm guessing things aren't looking good for it. But I don't want to say don't do that, it's cruel, because they'll go, OK, we'll go back to our old times then. Get in the pot. So if it's me or that, I'll let them have that. Don't you want the head? You'd love that, wouldn't you? You'd love to eat that. I saw you cutting it off. You cut it off, you eat it. But can you let them know that I don't feel like I should take the food from them?
Everybody wants you to...
But you're not telling them what I'm saying. This is the one time I need you to explain. I don't think I should eat it. I shouldn't take food off them.
I understand.
I'm not actually a meat eater. I don't eat meat. Vegetarian. What are they doing for pudding?
Let's get you out of the jungle. You're going to catch a flight now to Cusco, and you're going to do the Inca Trail. Come on, mate. Let's get on with it. All right, boy. See you later.
It's not really a dance, is it? It's like a little bit of a shuffle, really. It's just that, not really, not even adding that sort of thing to it. Just a bit more with the face, even. It's that sort of old man shuffle who's, you know, when old men are sort of a bit pissed up and the pants have fallen down a bit. Sort of that pissed up walk. But, you know, it killed a bit of time. There was nothing else to watch. And I was tempted to sort of join the line and then do that and see if they copy it, and then that'd be me giving them something. And then is that interfering? Maybe it wouldn't look frightening by the time, you know, if another tribe came in and they're all stood over there looking like Lionel Blair, you know, they're just going to go, right, let's get them. We can handle these.
Karl,
Hey?
I think they want you to pay for all the gifts you've been given.
Can you get Aldo to tell these that I haven't got any money? Because it's a bit awkward, this. It doesn't translate anything.
You have to give them back.
All right, I'll give them back. Yeah. But it's not because I don't want them. It's because I just haven't got any money. See, I don't have any money. They don't give me any money. I thought they wouldn't take them off me. Seems like a bad ending now. It's all gone a bit downhill now. I haven't got any money. Basically, I've got to get on a plane and get over to a place called Cusco. Start the walk up to Machu Picchu, which is fine by me because we're getting closer and closer. It's just, you know, let's get on with it. Just waiting for a plane. Weird that, isn't it? People at home will be going, but you're in a bus stop. Not. The airport. Where is the runway?
Just over there, I think. That field.
It's not an airport then, is it? There's a bloke who's built a hut and got his lawnmower out. Is it safe? It just seems a bit mad that they've got planes when they haven't got runways. Like people on Bullseye when they used to win boats when they live in a block of flats. I wasn't even aware of this, that there's like 30% less oxygen. I've never heard of that. So that's going to wear me out, isn't it? They don't tell you that, do they? Come and see the wonder and suffocate to death. I mean, I know the wonder is meant to take my breath away. Not like this.
They've got oxygen over there.
They've got what?
You can buy oxygen reception.
Is it like, do they have like a a little cupboard like the fridge that they have, where they charge you ridiculous amounts for a bottle of water. Up there they'll have a cupboard full of oxygen, and they know if you're in there going, you're not going to be going, how much? You're going to pay how much? What price do you put on a bottle of air if you need it? I bet they've got a right scam going on here.
All right, you like the jungle?
Yeah, just about. Just left there yesterday, just in Cusco.
Oh, Sky One want to talk about Series 2.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing any more of this, so you can tell them now. They don't even have to. Don't wait for me to get home. Just say he's not interested. He's been around the world now. He's seen it all. He's done everything. Knock it on the head. I've been through a load of shit here.
Well, I had a meeting with everyone, and they weren't sure about the title, Karl Pilkington's Seven Wonders. I came up with an idea they really like, they're pushing through, want to run it by you. An idiot abroad.
Well, no, we didn't say anything about that. We said it's Karl Pilkington's Seven Wonders. Hello?
Yeah, but they were saying, you know, who's Karl Pilkington?
Yeah, well, who's the idiot abroad?
What? You're the idiot abroad. They loved it. They absolutely loved it.
Yeah, well, they would, because you said it. You know what they're like? They all sit there going, oh, yeah, that's great, Ricky, yeah, we'll do that. We're not having an idiot abroad. It's Karl Pilkington's Seven Wonders. I've been through a load of shit here. You're sat there giving them bloody shit titles. We're not having an idiot abroad. We're not having it. It's the one thing that I said that I'm happy with. I don't want people thinking I'm a div. Who was in the meeting?
Just producers and me and Steve and all the things from Sky and marketing, and I absolutely loved it. As soon as I came up with it, they started writing it down. So. Well,
I'm back in a couple of days. We'll have another little meeting about that. Let's have another little meeting. Was they all croissants there and free coffee? Was they all sat around on their arse? Yes, that's great, Ricky. Any other ideas? Pour us another coffee. I'm sick of that lot. Tell them now, call them now, and tell them that we're not doing Series 2. Nip that in the bud. All so right. You've got my heart going more now.
I'll see you later.
Is it this way? Keep going. All right, you ready? We have to bring all this stuff. Jesus, it's like going out with my mum. She stops at every shop.
You enjoying the what, Karl?
No. Because I'm not well, am I? Not well. It's too hot. That bit of toffee you gave me is worn out. You got any more? I'm not in the mood for this. Just tell us which way it is. There's no way anyone will be watching this going, that looks pleasant. Elsie, fancy going there? Definitely not. How can I enjoy it after this? Or is it meant to work that way? That, you know, you're just happy to be there. God almighty. You've seen loads of people do this. I haven't seen anyone. How much better is it? How much better is Machu Picchu compared to that?
Don't you think it's amazing that they made these kind of buildings and it's just going to get better?
I think you're talking shit. Because I'm not looking for a house here. This isn't a property programme, is it? I'm not going to go just like this, but just something with a bit, you know, bit more outside space. What am I doing it for? If it's exactly like this, let's stop here. Doesn't make sense though, because these things are living in look like bungalows. Well, what's the point if you've got to keep doing this? You might as well have a house with stairs. A bit more pleasant. For fuck's sake.
Boisson, je connais après. Ah, pas top. Allez,
I don't get it. Why don't they just want to rest? They've been walking up there with all these bags, out of breath, and now they're wasting breath, just making a racket. I mean, that doesn't even sound nice to me. That's not relaxing. They're all doing their own thing here. I mean, I had a cassette of pure moods, like panpipe stuff. Used to sort of make a bit of a romantic evening. Didn't sound like that. And there certainly wasn't a rat involved. Oh, God for that. Oh. I'm going to keep walking. All right, enjoy your dinner.
Welcome to Machu Picchu.
Thank you very much. Nice job.
Yes.
You're having a laugh, aren't you?
See you.
Ta-da. Have we done a full circle?
First impressions?
There isn't one. There isn't one. I just feel... I felt that view earlier that I saw was better than this one.
You sure you're looking at the right thing?
That bit of grass and rock over there. I'm not going any further. Because it's more of what we've already seen. I'm not killing myself. I've done everything that Ricky and Steve have wanted me to do.
We need to do it anyway, Karl. We can't...
Well, go then. You're standing here, the sun's going down. Get over there. I'm not going. I'll tell you now, I'm not going anymore.
Oh, then where do I find you?
Well, I'm kind of at the Wonder.
Kind of at the Wonder, or are you at the Wonder? I mean...
I'm at the Wonder, but I've only just got here, so I've been walking about 8 hours, right? Now, I'm at a point where I can see the Wonder, the cameraman can see the Wonder, but Richard, who's in charge, is worrying, going, Sky, I want to see the Wonder. Have you got a problem if we just see it from here, have a look, and go?
I am not sure I'm happy about this, Karl. I want to see the wonders of the world in HD. That's what concerns me, my friend.
Yes.
I've got you this gig with Ricky on Sky One. It's a major television thing. They're putting all their money behind this. This is make or break for them.
But I've been walking for 8 hours, and the view from here is magnificent.
Are you just saying that now? Are you being honest with me?
I think it looks magnificent.
Karl, I have never heard you use the word magnificent in my life, so I'm suspicious. Do you feel that the viewers of Sky are not going to be deprived? Then I trust you.
Well,
I know you're not going to let them down, you're not going to let me and Ricky down, you're certainly not going to lie.
No.
Never lie.
No. Don't bother telling Ricky or anything. I'll speak to him when I get back.
All right.
All right, see you. Yeah.
Bless you. Bye.
There you go then. See? Easy. We'll just do a David Attenborough job on it when I get home. Just do a load of voiceover. Job done. "70 miles from Cusco is one of the old ancient cities of the world. A maze of old rock sort of huts, you know, sort of rock huts, boulders, walls, lots of rock-related old stuff, you know. Get lost in the maze. That's an easy thing to do. I mean, look at that old fella down there. He needs a step ladder to get out of the place. God knows what she's playing at. And that's good, isn't it? Wonder of the world. Protect it with some strings, why not? I mean, I'm struggling here, if I'm honest with you. I don't know how to sell it to you. Do you like llamas?
Are you travelled? Would you say you're a well-travelled person? Where have you been?
Wales. Went to Wales a lot.
Okay, Wales.
Yeah, we used to just go to Wales. You know, it felt further away than it was because everyone spoke a different language.
But did they, or did they speak English with a Welsh accent?
They spoke English, but as soon as an English person walked in, it flicked to Welsh. That's how they do it there. That's the only reason to keep it. They don't need that language. They don't need it. I mean, they don't. I think they even know that. I don't know who's keeping it going.
You talked a lot before you went on the trip about how probably your happiest holiday time was when you were younger. Where was you used to go?
Wales.
Wales.
Portmaddock.
Right.
Year after year after year. It was brilliant.
And why was it so great?
It's everything you want. It's a good, like, you know, it was a good holiday park.
Right.
Weather was good. I had loads of mates there. There was always kids knocking about who I got on with. Arcade, beach. There was Hell's Angels down one end. And I remember watching them thinking, I want to be one of them. I wanted to be a Hell's Angel. Because they looked hard. All the leather on and that. And
what you're saying is that you have nothing but happy memories of your glory days back in Wales. And, you know, you were whinging when we were sending you on these trips. You were like, oh, I had a great time back in Wales, blah, blah, blah. Well, we sent you back to Wales. Let's have a look how you got on.
every holiday we had, we'd go to this place in Wales, this campsite. Mum and Dad's got a caravan there. It's designed, it's high tech. I want you to experience it. It's alright, isn't it? It's good, isn't it? So you got loads of space for stuff and that. Big fire. 3 bedrooms it's got. Now what's good is, normally, say if your gran comes in, oh I didn't know your whole family's coming, where can I stay? You just go, hang on, watch how quick this is. Oh no, that isn't one, hang on. Just hang on. You stay there. And you just sort of... That's not right, is it? Well, she can just sort of, you know... What's wrong with that? I remember getting chicken pox when I was here. I just sat in the bath with a load of salt, stop them itching. I burnt my hand badly because Joan Rossi was with us on holiday and she gave me a plate with sausage rolls on it. And she handed it to me with a tea towel. I just grabbed the plate, stuck it to my hand. A lot of injuries happened here, really. Some people are next door. So that might get annoying. They've put us right next to a family of 12 or whatever, and they seem the sort who'll be out there all night. They've got a table there with all sorts. Game of Monopoly. You don't have a quick game of that. You know what I mean? They're there for the night now. Your company now. If I was there, I'd be quite happy sat here. I'd probably put the telly on, have a cup of tea or something, relax. But because you're here going, what do you do now? What do you do now? It's like I've got to try and impress you. What's wrong with just sitting here now? The air's coming in, they're getting on my tits. I used to come to do crabbing, but it's a bit of a ropey day today, isn't it? See, this isn't... I didn't really want Ricky and Steve to see it like this. Things broke. Will we go back? It's been a bit rubbish, hasn't it? It's been a bit rubbish. I don't know, is it because I've changed? Is it because I've been around the world and seen other things and then seeing this doesn't work anymore? Have I sort of messed up the fact that I used to like simple things and now, you know, if Suzanne books holiday, I'll be going, never mind, forget having a swim in a pool, where's the local tribe? It's hard work, that. It's hard work, Peru. In the jungle, a lot of insects, more insects than people. I was the odd one out. When I got off the boat and got onto land, There's loads of stuff sort of coming to me straight away. Like, here's something new. Let's tackle it. Fuck! Fucking hell! Want to go home. And there's no order to any of it. The little things can be deadly. The big things that look evil, they're friendly. Did you say it's poisonous or it's not?
No, it's not poisonous. That's by you, but it's not poisonous. It's not poisonous.
That's no good. So these are the ones that wrap round you, and then you sort of breathe in. What's that? It's weird stuff. That's why, you know, when people say God did all this and God made it all, you sort of go, he can't have done. He wouldn't have made that. I saw this fat worm. It's like, why would he have made that? At what point? He did all this in 7 days, they say. When did he do? That's at the end. I reckon that's in the afternoon of the 7th day when he's going, I can't be arsed with this. Let's just make a little bit of a blob with a head on it. I mean, really weird looking stuff that you go, I don't know what it's doing in the world. In the end, they ate one. Oh, God! People say to me, oh, you've been around the world. That's a good experience, isn't it? Oh, you're so lucky. And I start moaning. They're going, oh, why did he get the trip? Look at him moaning. I could have gone there. I'd be over the moon. That happens whenever you turn over. So you go, what's that? And then the door's going, and that's going, and then the cleaner's outside giving it that. Lowest points of my life has been sort of during this programme. I've not been sleeping, I've not been eating, I'm getting bit to death and I can't have a shit. You were calling me up every day, giving me little, you know, bits of information. Oh, you're off to do this today. What are you calling now for? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, eh? Yeah, well, get up, you've got to go and do this. I never knew anything that was coming. This wasn't a free holiday. I thought it was going to be when I signed up to this. You know, if you'd have called me up when I was sort of in that tent in the middle of the Amazon at 3 in the morning as I'm pissing into an Evian bottle, it's hard to see how you were doing me a favour.
Why were you going into a bottle? You're in the middle of the jungle. Go out.
No, because it's in the middle of the night. Can't go out. See, this is what I mean with you. You think you know it all. Just go out. Yeah, I'll tell you what then. Let's go back and let's see you go out in the middle of the night in the jungle. There's all sorts out there. The noise that's in the jungle is... Nothing goes to bed at night. That's why there's a lot of nocturnal stuff. No one can get their eyes shut. Everything's off. Snakes going, stuff clip. There was something outside the tent. I'm not joking. It was man-size. And it was making a human noise.
Was it a human?
No. I'm talking like gorilla-type noise.
Right.
Well, that's terrifying. And you're saying, oh, just nip out.
Yeah, but he could go in the tent if he wanted, couldn't he?
No.
What a thin sheet of nylon keeps him... All right, lads, don't go in there.
They don't know,
There's a bit of cloth. There's a bit of cloth. We can't get through that. Wait till he comes out for a piss. He's got an Evian bottle. We're screwed.
I'm just saying, I had to empty my Evian bottle.
In the morning?
No, in the night, because it was only a little one like
So
that.
you pissed in the tent and then emptied it out, so you were out there anyway?
Yeah, but it's just my hand going out, going like that and coming back in again.
Surely you'd rather lose your penis than your hand? No, nothing wants your penis.
You'd be surprised. Honestly, there's some weird stuff out there. Do you know these fish in the Amazon that go up your knob? Now everyone's saying to me, you've seen the Amazon? That's amazing. Well, how come the stuff that lives in it doesn't want to live in it? They'd rather live in my knob than live in the river. So you're telling me that I'm meant to be lucky. That's what I'm saying. Nowhere's safe. You can never relax. People watching it will sort of go, but, you know, I've seen all this. Ray Mays and Bear Grylls sucking on elephant shit and all that. It's hard to let people know how bad it is out there. When I came out of there, I'd had no phone signal. 5 days, no phone signal. Stuck in the jungle, the Amazonian jungle, in a one-man tent and then with a tribe for a couple of days. Called Suzanne up and said, all right, I'm safe and all that, expecting to get like a hero's welcome. All I got was, it's reassured me that if you died, I'd be all right. That's what she said. 16 years I've been with her. Not a day's gone by when I haven't spoke to her at some point. She turns around and says that. I'd be all right if you were dead. All right, cheers for that.
What's this in The Guardian?
Guardian Guide, pick of the day.
All right.
Oh, pick of the day. This will be a good review then. You can see this ball-achingly dull series. Has your balls ever ached from watching a programme? Have you ever watched a programme and gone, don't know if I'm enjoying this, but my balls are aching, I ate it. This is the dullest thing. Oh, hang on. It doesn't. I don't know what that means. His balls are aching because the series is that dull. If TV that he doesn't like makes his balls ache, why don't he turn it off quicker? He must get a twinge and go. Oh.
Enjoy it?
No, I hated it.
It's called An Idiot Abroad.
I hate that as well.
He had no say in the title. He thought it was called Karl Pilkington's Seven Wonders.
No. When we said to you, we're going to send you around the world to see the 7 wonders of the world, what was your initial thought?
I was worried.
I should make it clear, I wanted to send our friend Karl Pilkington around the world because I thought it would broaden his mind. You know, he's the typical little Englander, he's never really left his country, he's never gone anywhere very exciting. I thought it would inflame his imagination as he saw other parts of the world.
I didn't think that. I knew he'd hate it, and that's why I did it.
Couldn't stand it. There's no broadening of the mind going on. I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by that? What does that saying mean?
What do you think it means?
Well, just, I don't know, I was expecting a bit of mind broadening.
He summed it up! You are the strangest man on the planet.
You haven't been to China.
Thank you. Good night.
See you later.
Oh.
Done. Anyway, we're in Chongqing now. You are never going to see the Spider Sisters or anything like it again.
OK.
You could see this again quite easily.
No, I just don't want to talk about that whole scenario again.
Oh, you were annoyed about the Spider Sisters, though. I don't...
Because it was an awkward situation for me at the end. Like, you put me in, you know. I understood in the end that, you know, the fact that we were there with them on stage, they would make some more money. But I just felt that I needed to be doing something as opposed to just sitting there. You combing my hair and massaging me.
They loved it, though. There's cameras, people taking pictures and everything. Right. Yeah.
What did you think of this place?
It's horrible. Innit? I mean, even this is
like
HD'd
Manchester.
up. I thought more Newcastle with that bridge. Sort of fog on the Tyne thing. Look at it. Look at the state of that. It was horrible, wasn't it? Remember being there? It was really sort of... Nobody was out, was he? It's one of the most overpopulated places in the world, that.
30 million people live there.
30 million people?
Yeah.
Wow.
But no one's out, because it's horrible. Everyone just stays in. I smell of piss in the air.
Thank you very much.
I'd say this was an all-time low on the trip, this
yeah,
boat.
Yeah.
They put this sort of nice music on it, makes it seem all nice, but it was horrible. There won't be again if they're all like this. It's not good when the carpet's damp, though, is it?
Yeah, you weren't keen on your...
Well, I don't like boats, you're trapped.
Yeah.
Auntie Nora's just got back off her cruise and she's saying, oh, it's great, but the idea of being...
Well, the idea of being trapped with Auntie Nora, with her wind problem, is more worrying.
Was it really that bad, this? Weren't you just impressing your sort of standards and values onto this?
Oh, it was... Hang on, what do you mean? You didn't like it either?
Yeah, but I took it for what it was. People were on there, they saved up for weeks and months and years to go on this cruise.
This is like a proper treat, this, for people over there. This is like a really good little weekend break. I know.
Shower.
Expectations, innit?
All at the same time.
All right, just testing out.
Well, I thought that was quite novel, that idea.
We'll be able to do it all in one go.
Yeah. Time saving.
Well, it saves water, I suppose, doesn't it? Shower in and then use that one. Yeah, so I had that little room sharing with them. I went in here, he said, you've got to use the toilets down there.
Yeah.
It's a typical thing again, look. Cubicles, no doors. They don't have doors. How, you know what I mean? How quick and easy would it be just to stick a little thing there? We haven't even left the dock. Someone's already used it, and they don't flush it. It just sits there.
Hello.
Why don't they put doors on it?
Because in their culture they don't need doors.
Yeah, but why is that in their culture? Of all the things, I can understand all praying and all the rest of it, but stick a door on a toilet. They built the Great Wall of China. They've got the biggest wall in the world. They know how to build stuff. Stick a door on it. It's just annoying me the way
that's true, isn't it?
We're not having the same experiences. So let's go down the little corridor and share. Anyway, you had the better room there, look.
I offered the sofa, I think.
And what, share a sofa?
You're very stubborn, I noticed, at times. You kind of, you want something, then I would say okay, But then you would sort of then to cut your nose off to spite your face say, no, I won't have it then.
Listen to this. Look at that. What a racket. Absolute racket. It's not music, is it?
I mean, who are they entertaining when they do? I mean, what?
I think that I don't know if they were on the boat for entertainment, like in the entertainment lounge, or if they were on their way on the gigging somewhere.
I've got an idea, Karl. I've got an idea.
That curtain does nothing.
It'd be a good idea for you to share a room.
What a waste. I don't know why you're worrying about that anyway, because there's no sun there, was it? It's polluted to hell. It's not like you're going to be woken up with the sun coming through the window. They don't see the sun there. No, I'm not doing that with him in there. I won't sleep. Oh, that noise. But they were up all night. They played their instruments for about 40 minutes and then were chatting all night, eating nuts. And the voice is... The Chinese voice, it is just noise.
Racist.
It's not. It's not. Of all the languages, it's very noisy.
I've got a table.
This isn't that bad, to be fair. It's only the rabbit head that looks a bit shit.
What were you looking for then? You know, saying it's not that bad. What's?
Well, last time I was there was like an old fetus egg, wasn't there? That was about 1,000 years old or something. And scorpions and big spiders and stuff.
And this is purely you trying to make Warwick sick because you're annoyed that he hasn't been sick like the rest of you.
Yeah, because it would have definitely brought us together. That.
But why? How?
Illness brings a lot of people together. Hospitals.
This is one of the funniest things I've ever seen on television.
What's wrong with eating
It went on for ages, Ricky, as well. I mean, it went on for ages. It was...
It's the sadism in Karl that, like, when he said, don't tell me what it is, and he just couldn't wait to tell you.
Oh, exactly, and every time he did, it was the trigger for my gag reflex. It was okay eating it, but knowing what it was...
Oh, Karl, you've changed.
No, well, you do.
He's showing off.
Travelling does do a bit of...
Oh.
But it is a rabbit, Warwick. We eat rabbit here. Not rabbit here.
That looked like the poster of Alien. Alien versus Predator.
Forget it. You stupid. I don't want to be part of your fucking game. Don't throw bollocks at me like that. Ridiculous.
Yeah, this nearly didn't happen, didn't it? I wasn't even meant to go with you on this. I was going to go and try and find something else to do.
Because you didn't want to do it, like most things.
My sinuses are really, really hurting. And, so yeah, I don't feel so great, to be honest.
I've done a few mountains and that, you know, it hurts your head.
Yeah.
But he's hurting his head before he even started, so...
Yeah, bad sinuses that day. We'd already come up quite a long way in the coach to get to here.
You were wandering around the car park. I was thinking, this isn't going to happen.
You should be happy he's not feeling very well. You got your wish.
Yeah, but then he was sort of... Because it was his wish, it's like, well, what are we doing then? Stop hanging around, sort of going, oh, my head, are we doing it or not? That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I wasn't bothered, I didn't want to go up there. It's something that Buddhists do. You're not a Buddhist, I don't understand why you wanted to do it in a way.
Listen, I didn't want to embark on it if I felt ill and get part way up and, you know, it'd be a bit of a crisis, so I want to make sure I was feeling ready to go. And sinuses is like a really difficult pain to deal with.
I have that. I do have it. When I know when it's going to thunder. He's not living a normal life, is he? No, honestly, I get a really bad headache caused by my sinuses.
So you could have empathised a little bit then. Yeah. Chose not to.
Right, yeah, look, this is when you get a little tear on. I didn't know. I was like, where are you? Oh, that's you there, isn't it? Right in the distance.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what was going on.
Listen, it was a difficult moment, right? I really wanted to go up and see this temple. It's something that I'd read about and been talked about, something I wanted to do. And when something like this sort of stops you doing it, I was frustrated and annoyed.
But just ask for some Nurofen or something.
I'd already took something.
He's his own man. If he wants to give up, he can. There's no prize here.
You had an agenda here, which was, I hope he doesn't want to do it, because then I get to go down and we don't have to walk up these steps.
Maybe a little bit, but then I took it upon myself to go, actually, if he wants to go up there, I want to get him up there. You giving up?
Yeah, look, see how excited you were then?
Giving up.
No, that was me pushing you. That was me going, oh, you're giving up then? So you'd go, no, I'm not going to give up, I'm going to do it.
Reverse psychology.
Not enough people are pushed these days. I always thought that. You need to be pushed. It's too easy just to go, oh, can't do it. And then people go, oh, can't you? All right, then you go back then. It doesn't get anything done, that, really.
What would you change, Karl? Do you think that's parenting or society, letting people off excuses?
Yeah.
A lot of new diseases and illnesses that weren't around when I was a kid, letting people off.
ADHA or whatever it is and all that. Say,
I've got a headache, or my legs, or...
It is easy if
It's always been there, nothing's changed. Just everything's given a little name now, a little excuse for someone who's wrecking the front of shops and smashing phone boxes in. They're no longer a knobhead, they've got something.
Yeah, whatever happened to little shit?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that little diagnosis from the doctor? Well, Mr. and Mrs. Travers, your son's a right little shit.
Yeah, doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I've got little initials before the name now, haven't I? Sick of it. Right, yeah, I'd just tell you like Henry the Vac there.
Others see, you know.
So that was all part of your motivational...
What, saying you were like Henry the Vac?
Yeah, was that the idea?
No, that's just what I found, like, from the start of the trip. Do you know what I mean by that? Have you got a Henry the Vac?
Well, I know what one is, yeah.
And it gets caught up in things, and I felt like I was always walking forward, then having to turn around and go back to sort of get you.
You never wash up, do you? Don't. Then she does it. It's the same thing as being pushed. So what I want to say to you is, get off your arse
there you go.
And get walking. Let's keep going.
That was the moment, wasn't it? That was the powerful bit.
Yeah.
There you go, look.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I just gave that a go just to see
Poor fellas.
what weight they could carry.
Are you just testing them out now?
Well, just to see.
You're like a guru, Karl. Because people don't realise what you're doing. They think you're just moaning and whinging and being unsympathetic and, you know. And actually, you're driving them on to achieve greater things.
Yeah. Well, it's like me getting in that. That made you go, right, I really want to do it now on my own. It pushed you more.
Can I suggest something then, Karl? You do a series of motivational audiobooks. Sell them worldwide. You'll be amazing. You'll be like the Dalai Lama.
It wouldn't have to be a series. It'd just be one little clip just to go in, stop moaning, get on with it.
I've done that now. You've given it away.
Oh. Be a Buddhist in a wheelchair.
I don't think he realises what he's saying sometimes. Yeah.
That's a good feeling, wasn't it, getting to the top? Surely you could acknowledge that. I think you smile.
No, it was. I was happy for you there, though.
But it was what I needed.
Because I knew you were really chuffed.
And sometimes that's what you need.
Were you not chuffed for yourself? Did not have a sense of...
Well, considering at the start of the day it looked like nothing was going to happen, then we got up there. Yeah. You know, it wasn't about the view or anything, was it? Because it was cloudy again up there, but it was about the fact that you'd achieved something, and I was happy for you.
Hi Warwick, I had a thought. How about we go one better than Marco Polo? He turned around in China.
I really wanted to go home by this point. I'd really had enough.
Yeah, I thought that.
A bit further and go on to Macau.
It's just that thing of, you know...
I've booked you rooms at a lovely hotel called the Venetian.
No, I felt like after that mountain climb we'd got somewhere. I could have just gone home, but instead we're messing about in bloody Macau.
What did you say about this place? You said it was like Venice was like an old man with a characterful face, but this place, the replication of Venice, was a bit like someone had plastic surgery.
Yeah, it was all false, wasn't it? It was kind of being old, but not. It's a weird setup, that hotel.
Mm. You don't look comfortable in that outfit.
Can't stand suits.
There's another T-shirt. Can't stand suits.
I think it's daft that we live in a world where you're allowed in certain restaurants and clubs just because of the clothes you're wearing. It doesn't change you as a person or anything, but you're judged on. I mean, look at me anyway. I don't.
Well, you're judged on the the fitting in and the effort, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm not saying go in and don't have a wash and go in there stinking.
No, I know.
I'm saying maybe have someone at the door and just having a whiff. Yeah, you're clean. Come in.
Look at that.
That's the problem, though. It always looks nicer than it actually is.
That's great, that shot. Looks like a flake advert. This, doesn't it? It'd be lovely if Cadbury's said, "Can we have you two for our flake advert?" You go all through that and then you share a flake. and then get in bed as little pandas. Be the best advert campaign ever. Oh God! Oh! Oh!
How happy you were there.
Oh, that was pathetic.
Nearly died.
That
there.
was pathetic.
Just so you know, nearly died.
I mean, that was terrible.
You weren't there. Wasn't the proper fear there, Warwick, when that happened?
There was a few seconds of like, this is actually going a bit wrong here. But
there you go. Brilliant, that. Best moment.
how happy you were. I've never seen you look like that. Really.
There you go.
Oh,
that's a hell of a holiday video, that is.
I know.
Excellent.
Do you want to do a dinner, us 6, sometime before Christmas, Carl?
What are you looking at me for? I think it's a nice idea.
I was serious.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, think about it.
It's
All right.
sociable, isn't it? Been round the world with you, there's nothing else left to say.